couple weeks, Sophie Cunningham had been balling out on the basketball court.
V31, instant karma hits Sophie Cunningham as WNBA terminates her contract after ARBY'S shirt incident. Instant karma just slammed Sophie Cunningham after the WNBA terminated her contract over that viral ARBY'S shirt moment.
Hey, Black and White sports supporters. Well, we know somebody that has gotten ridiculously popular this year with the Indiana Fever.
But this story isn't as simple as a roast beef meltdown. Behind the chaos is a calculated power play, brand deals, and a possible wrestling debut. Buckle up. I've got every wild detail they don't want you to know.
She's gone viral over hot girls eat Arby's. Yeah.
So get this. Sophie Cunningham shows up to a WNBA game like she's walking the damn red carpet, not suiting up for a mid-season matchup. She's rocking a tight white crop top that says, "Hot girls eat Arby's" across the chest, and boom, social media melts. TikTok, Twitter, Reddit, people are cracking up, cringing, and suddenly craving curly fries. It wasn't just an outfit, it was a full-on clapback. Because here's the tea. That shirt wasn't just a joke. Sophie had just been slapped with a $500 fine for a TikTok where she ruthlessly dragged the refs, called them slow, dumb, maybe even useless. Did she apologize? Nope. She showed up looking like a walking Arby's ad and basically told the league, "Fine me, cool, I'll get sponsored." And it worked. Within hours, Arby's slid into the convo. People were begging for a collab, and Sophie turned a fine into a viral flex. But behind the scenes, the WNBA was not laughing. Execs were heated. A player calling out refs is one thing, but mocking the league's image with a fast food stunt on game day? Nah, that crossed the line. So just like that, it happened. The contract terminated. No press release, no warning. 1 minute she's viral, the next she's gone. But we go any further first. Like this video if you think the refs are unfair to the Fever, comment if you disagree, and don't forget to subscribe. It all kicked off with what looked like a regular game, until it wasn't. In a brutal June face-off against the Connecticut Sun, the league's darling Caitlin Clark was getting tossed around like it was WWE. Elbows, swipes, cheap shots, and the refs? Crickets. No whistles, no calls, just vibes. Fans were fuming. And then came Sophie Cunningham. Late in the fourth, Sophie came charging in with a hip check that had viral moment written all over it. Boom, flagrant foul, ejection. But ask around, and half the crowd says she wasn't just defending her teammate, she was doing what the refs refused to do. She was sending a message, one that didn't stop there. Back in the locker room, Sophie pulled out her phone and hit TikTok with a vengeance. The video, a masterclass in petty. She synced a trending sound with clips from the game, calling out refs by name with the words slow, stupid, maybe useless, playing right over their faces. She even tagged them. That's not just spicy, that's a 5-alarm fire. The league? Not amused. They hit her with a $500 fine, nothing massive but symbolic. A warning shot. But too late. TikTok had already declared her a hero. The clip blew up. Protect Caitlin started trending. Fans bought out Sophie's jerseys like she just dropped a rap album. She became the face of resistance. And here's the kicker. The league wasn't mad because she lied. They were mad because she told the truth, and on camera.
The way that the game went and how egregious the referees were and how they were not protecting players, and they especially weren't protecting the #1 player in this league, the biggest draw in this league, which is Caitlin Clark, and they continue to not do that. She's going to stand up for her teammate, and that's what she did in that moment. And it's also as making a statement because the referees didn't do their damn job. This would not have happened at the end of the game if the referees did their job during the first play. If the referees did their job, not just the first play, every single play leading up to that. If the referees had control of the game, that is their only job. The referees' first job, their #1 job, is to protect their players. Their second job is to make sure that there is a good product of basketball on the court.
Oh, and let's not act like this was Sophie Cunningham's first rodeo with the WNBA's Whistle Mafia. Nope. This whole thing was just the latest meltdown in a league that's been fumbling its credibility like a loose ball in crunch time. The real spark? That brutal June 17th matchup against the Connecticut Sun. Caitlin Clark, yeah, the league's cash cow, gets literally poked in the eye mid-play. No whistle, no foul, not even a glance, just blurry vision and vibes. Meanwhile, Sophie, she saw red. So when she gave JC Sheldon a body check straight out of hockey, it wasn't random. It was personal. It was message-sent energy. Sure, the refs tossed her. Fans booed. But Fever Nation, they were living. TikTok lit up with edits calling it girl boss violence. Commenters dubbed her the Clark Guard. She didn't just protect Caitlyn, she made a statement. And just when you thought the drama was cooling down, it flared right back up. In a July rematch, Sophie takes an obvious elbow to the dome from Olivia Nelson-Ododa. And guess what? Not a single whistle. The same refs who ejected her a month earlier suddenly lost their vision again. Classic. Fans were pissed. "Where's the call?" trended across Twitter and TikTok. Even Jeannie Buss chimed in. But the league's move? Not to fix the officiating mess. Oh no, they just turned the muzzle on Sophie, silencing her instead of solving the problem. A warning to every other player. Call us out and you're getting RB'd. If you're still watching, you already know this isn't just WNBAT, it's a full-blown buffet. So do me a favor, hit that subscribe button if you're loving the chaos, and drop a comment. Team Sophie or Team League?
What is somebody named Jenny Buss? You may be like, who? The Lakers owner? Co-owner? Yeah, that Jenny Buss. She has offered Sophie Cunningham a spot with WOW. You may be like, what's WOW? Women of Wrestling.
And just when Sophie thought she was done, there comes a plot twist. Jeannie Buss enters the chat. Yup, the Lakers president and co-owner of Women of Wrestling came flying in like a billionaire with a folding chair. While the WNBA was busy cutting ties, Buss was cooking up something way spicier. She publicly pitched Sophie Cunningham for WOW, not as a player, but as a full-blown, elbow-throwing, no-apologies superhero in the ring. No joke. Jeannie literally wants her in spandex, body-slamming heels, going full heel turn on live TV. And honestly, it fits. Sophie's already got the backstory. Fined, fired, mocked, and still fighting. She's chaos in sneakers. Now she could be chaos in knee pads. Jeannie even name-dropped her at San Diego Comic-Con, calling her the athlete who protects Caitlyn Clark. Translation: America's new bodyguard needs a bigger stage. And look, WOW isn't just some gimmick league. It's gaining traction. Real athletes, viral moments, mainstream buzz. Add Sophie to the mix, that's a marketing goldmine with ARBY'S sauce on top. She may have lost a basketball contract, but she might have just landed a ticket to wrestling stardom.
Indiana Fever fans were chanting, "Sophie, Sophie." Sophie's jersey is going to sell out tonight. She's going to be in the All-Star game tonight just from this one play because she was standing on business. It wasn't.
So here's the million-dollar question. Is Sophie Cunningham the league's last real enforcer? Or just a walking HR violation in highlighter lighting? Depends who you ask. On one side, she's the only Fever player who's actually stepped up to protect Caitlyn Clark when refs ghosted her. Fans call her the bodyguard, the enforcer, the reason anyone's even talking about WNBA code violations. She's ride or die, no doubt. On the flip side, she's the chaos engine, a TikTok-thirsty troublemaker who thought viral fame was some kind of immunity idol. Broke rules, got loud, played the villain, and acted shocked when the league clapped back. But here's the twist. What if both sides are right? Because Sophie isn't random. She's intentional. Every foul, every roast beef stunt, every shady shirt, it all pushed the same message. I protect what matters. Whether that's Clark, fairness, or her own brand, she's been playing chess in a league full of checkers. And now, even booted off the court, she's winning, trending, getting deals, entertaining offers from pro wrestling. If this is what cancellation looks like, someone tell HR it just got monetized.
In general, there's just like, there's a couple players on their team that are just do a little bit extra stuff, like just chippy talking. Like you're a professional athlete, like that's what happens, right?
And I feel like you see it more because people act like this towards Caitlyn.
Yes, 1000%.
That would get annoying.
Oh,
and
it is.
Yeah.
And so I finally this was we're 14 games in. And so like that game, I was kind of hungry. I know I was a little tired. Like, I'm not even going to lie to you. I was hungry and tired. And I was over people's shit.
Oh,
and
wait, that's awesome.
So in the first half, the refs didn't call. Someone should have been thrown out. And the refs did not call it.
Correct. I remember that.
They didn't. And so I was like,
that
all
was when
right.
she got full body chested.
By 3 people.
Yeah.
Like 2 people, they're like, oh, it's fine. I'm like, if that was anyone else, I would have been booted out of the game. I know that for sure.
You know what they say about karma? It takes its time. unless your name is Sophie Cunningham. Then it pulls up in 30 seconds or less with no tip required. She lost her contract? Cool. She gained a storyline, a rebrand, and possibly a tag team partner in the WWE. The WNBA thought they were silencing her. Nah, she flipped it into a content arc. One TikTok later, and she's on Jeannie Buss's radar, trending with ARBY'S, and allegedly in talks with wrestling execs. That's not cancellation. That's plot armor with a brand deal. Even her exit was soft. No press conference, no official dragging, just a quiet roster drop and a louder internet. And Sophie? Still unbothered, still posting, still cashing in. She hasn't apologized, hasn't slowed down, and honestly, she doesn't need to. Her fans are spinning the PR for her. This is how you fumble a queen, WNBA. That's the headline now. And the league? They'd love to delete her from memory, but they can't, because she's the only player getting more relevant after getting dropped. Still viral, still quotable, still selling roast beef teas on the secondary market. So at this point, the question isn't, why did the WNBA cut her? It's, how long until they beg to have her back? Outro. This drama is still cooking, and you know Sophie's not done yet. So if you want the real-time breakdowns, the gossip, and the headlines before they trend, like, comment, and subscribe. Trust me, this channel's the only place serving fresh takes hotter than that Arby's shirt.